There's this song, Did You Like the Battle, Sir? I was in front of the computer the other day and I typed it into Google and I clicked and up came, to my amazement, about 5 pages of information about this song. And it was fascinating. I read, took me ages, read through all of these and what everybody had said and all comments and that. And there's a lot of, and there's a video as well on YouTube with it being performed. And there were a lot of assumed facts about the lyrics, and there were 1 or 2 incorrect facts about the lyrics actually. And I thought I'll stick something on YouTube because you see, I'm the bloke that wrote the lyrics of Did You Like the Battle, Sir, alongside my friend John Richards, who wrote the tune. I mean, I'm knocking on a bit now. I could pop off any time, you see. So I thought if I put something on YouTube, if anybody picks up the song in 25 years' time and wants to do it, if we're all still here in 25 years' time, you never know, at least there's some facts there to sort of use if they need to introduce it to people. So there we are. Anyhow, I'll tell you the real story of how it all took place. It pays to keep your old diaries because I got mine out just to have a look to sort of check this, and amazing what dates come up and things like that. Anyhow, this is the real story. In the summer of 1972, I wanted to reform the little folk band I'd got and become a bit more acoustic because we were a bit electric at the time. And I put an advert in the local Express and Star, and I had about 10 or 11 replies. I was advertising for a singer-songwriter. And this young lad, John Richards, who was just about 21, replied, and he was much better from prospect point of view than all of the others, in my opinion. So we had a good chat on the telephone, and we'd got the same ideas about music. And on Friday the 30th of June, to get it right, Friday the 30th of June 1972, John came round with one of his mates, and I'd got a couple of my mates with me, and John had written a few songs, and we went through them, and he tried 1 or 2 of mine, and we all had a little session round and round in the microphone recording a few things, and we'd all got the same sort of attitude. So we thought, great, right, this is it, we're on the move now. So we thought what we'd do, we'd make an album, an LP, which in 1972 was pretty cool, you know. There weren't many folks doing them then, amateur people like us. So we were going to make an LP and perhaps do a few gigs in between and write our own material for it. So we carried on the next few months to the end of 1972 and the beginning of 73, and all of the songs that we'd written, that John had written and I'd written, were all contemporary songs, you know, modern, you know, love songs, and She Doesn't Love Me Anymore, and I'm Going to Cut My Throat, and all that sort of thing. That sort of things, you know, that's what people used to write about, you see, in the folk boom, all these contemporary things, to make people go, oh, I mean, in a way to get birds, I suppose, and gigs. But anyhow, there we were, I'm going to that. But John we'd just finished the backing vocals for a song called Dandy, which was one of mine, which is on there, which is an average song. And we were about to go home, and John got his guitar and he started playing these chords. Not in this sequence, but those are the sort of chords he was playing. And he sang a few modern day lyrics to it. And he said, I've got a bit of a writer's block on this. Can you think of anything? Because they're really nice chords. And I said, they are. So we'd recorded the chords, and I said, leave it to me. And a couple of days later, on Monday the 19th of February, I sat down and I knocked these words out. But not the more modern stuff we were doing, but in a sort of 17th century English Civil War vein. It only took me about half an hour, 3/4 an hour. And I called it Did You Like the Battle, Sir? So that went on the album as well, you see, and we thought, oh, this is all right. And going back to the computer thing, when I was flicking through these pages, I clicked onto YouTube, and there was a video of the Arizona Smoke Review performing it live at the Goodwood Festival in 1983 with Paul Downs, Phil Beer, Pete Zorn, and a couple of other guys. Really good professional performance of it. Paul Downs actually recorded Did You Like the Battle, Sir, in one of his albums. So he really got the ball rolling on that one. But Pete Zorn introduced it, I think it was Pete Zorn, yeah, saying that it was about the Battle of Sussex, and the men of Hampshire were lying in the fields, wounded and dying, and the Earl walked amongst them, asked them whether they liked the battle. And I thought, no, that's not right. in fact, when I wrote these words, you see, when I was a kid, I come from the Black Country, you see, and I was born in Belvale, Halesowen, next door to Cradley and Cradley Heath. And when we were kids, you know, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 years old, we used to play amongst all these willow trees over the road to where I lived, with a river Stour running by. And we used to play sort of soldiers, and we used to get our homemade bows and arrows and shoot at each other, you know. And that was the sort of basis in my mind as I wrote this. You know, willow trees that I used to climb, as is in the last verse, for example. So that was the basis of the song. And also, it wasn't the Earl asking his men if they liked the battle. It was the captain of the troop coming over the hill. They'd just been in this battle and they'd lost, I think, or they'd come second anyhow. And they were all sort of slumped over the horses, and you know, with dead bodies they were carrying as well. And the captain was, he was got blood pouring out of him. We had about 5 or 6 swords through him, you know, and he was dying. Well, I mean, you do, don't you, when you've had 5 or 6 swords through you? And the villager, one of the villagers, helped him off his horse with his wife and took him into his house and laid him out on this bed, and you know, gave him a little bit of food, and was trying to comfort him and make him feel at ease, because he knew that he was going to be kicking the bucket soon, and the captain didn't appreciate this, obviously, because all he could think of was this herd sort of thing. So there you are. So that's basically the lyrics, and this is just as a matter of interest, this is the album Village Music that it was on originally, that we did in 1973. We only produced 50 of these, and we gave them away to our mates. We didn't do it as a commercial basis, obviously, it could have been economical, but this is the only one I've got left of this. These are quite rare, and they fetch a lot of money in the Rare Record Guide these days. Not because of the fabulous musicianship, I must add. It's because of the rarity of the record. So that's that. Now, and also, John Richards has got a very good CD out that he recorded in 2001, and Did You Like the Battle is a very good version on there. It's a really good version on this of this. So I don't know whether, I'm not trying to flog him for John, because I don't. He's probably sold them all, you know. But anyhow, that's the basic background to it. And also another thing, that when I thought about it, when I saw the back cover of that LP, I realised that all of John's songs then, like mine, were contemporary, such as Good Night Until Today on that album, June, Prayer, Turn Down Blues, Where Did I Go Wrong, all modern lyrics. And after we'd done Did You Like the Battle, John seemed to think, turn the corner, and he then turned out some fabulous songs such as Highwayman, Honour and Praise, which a lot of the top folk bands in the UK have recorded, The Unknown Soldier, The Deserter, Drake's Drum, really great songs in the traditional, it's hard to say, the traditional vein. And so John's gone from there, and you know, he's one of the best known songwriters in the UK now. So it's I'm very proud to have you know, been you know, worked alongside him, as they say. So there we are. That's the real story of the lyrics of Did You Like the Battle, Sir? I suppose I'd better have a go at playing it. I mean, I don't perform this on gigs, because the sort of gigs, I mean, folk clubs don't book me. I don't know why. I don't think there are any folk clubs these days. Oh, there's probably 1 or 2 lying around. But the sort of gigs I do, it probably isn't the type of song that the punters like that I play for. But it's very dear to my heart, so I think I can still remember the words, even though it's about 30 or 40 years ago. So here we go. Right, anyhow. Did you like the battle, sir? Fight well. I can see the soldiers following gold yonder hill, and you hear you're welcome by the pealing of the bell. Is that blood on your sword? Was there someone you did kill? Let me take you from your horse, or let me take your hand. Let me see the wound that hurts you. Take a sip from this glass of wine. Take a morsel of this food of mine. Lay your body on my bed so fine before you die. Did you like the battle, sir? Tell me of your news. How many did you kill there, and how many did you lose? believe there in the Everglades of hell? Did you kill the man who put that sword into your side? Was he made to pay for his crime? Take a sip from this glass of wine. Take a morsel of this food of mine. Lay your body on my bed so fine before you die. They say you have a wife at home, I hear you have a son. In 2 score years he'll be like you, marching to the drum. You won't be there to see him grow, these words I cannot say, 'cause with that wound you have seen, you won't last another day. My wife and I will comfort you and make you feel at ease. We will do our best to please. Take a sip from this glass of wine. Take a morsel of this food of mine. Lay your body on my bed so fine before you die. Did you win the battle, sir? Did you make him pay? I hear you fought them by the river where I used to play. Willows that I used to climb, they wait today for you. You've been some perspiration, but there's nothing I can do. Did you win the battle, sir, or did they run a mile? Do you think it's all worthwhile? Take a sip from this glass of wine. Take a morsel of this food of mine. Lay your body on my bed so fine before you die. Before you die. Before you die. Did you like the battle, sir?